so we are live from Facebook headquarters.
Hey.
Hi. Hey. All right, so we are live from Facebook headquarters with the original newsfeed team here, or some of it. And we're here to celebrate the 10th anniversary of newsfeed. And, you know, in the history of Facebook, newsfeed is probably, or the launch of newsfeed is one of my favorite stories. I mean, how we kind of invented it and launched it and the whole backlash around that. And, you know, we just thought it would be fun to bring this group together and hang out. You know, some of these folks here are now, you know, 10 years later, some of the people who are running Facebook with me, right? So Boz, KX, Chris are still here. Rooch, unfortunately, we lost along the way, but was able to make it back for today. So
Thank you for having me back.
Well, you're welcome to come by anytime. Another person I want to give a shout out to is Julie Zhu, who was on the early team that built Newsfeed, and we wanted to have her here today, but she actually just had a baby, and
who we have right here.
We have a photo. Little Lock Zhu.
Congratulations, Julie and Mike.
Beautiful baby boy.
We found out about this in Newsfeed. How apropos.
Although we knew he was coming.
Yeah. To be fair, they didn't find out. We found out, not them. They knew.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So I just thought it would be fun to tell stories from the original creation of the product, how we came up with it, and of course the pretty crazy time right after that. So I don't know. Do you want to dive in to how we came up with this?
Do you remember the site before Newsfeed and how hilarious it was? You know, we had people coming back every day to use a site that literally, when you got there, thefacebook.com, you show up, you're excited. We literally showed you nothing of any value. Like the homepage was like a giant finger with how many pokes you had. Not the actual pokes, just like the number of pokes. Like a giant envelope with like the number of messages you had. And you had to like literally go profile to profile and like try to remember what had changed since you were last there. Like that was what we had before, and that was somehow wildly popular.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was like the environment into which we like worked to build Newsfeed.
Yeah,
that was the problem we had to solve.
At least for me, when I interviewed for a job here, it was October the year before Newsfeed launched, and I met Dustin, I met Adam D'Angelo, I met Aditya, Ruchi's husband, and I met Jeff Rothschild that day. And Dustin and Adam described this idea that like the homepage should be like a newspaper, which sort of pulled together the best bits of what had changed in the social network around you. And no real idea on how to build it or what the design would be, but it was cool for me that like that was in the company, that idea was in the company before any of us arrived. I know, Mark, you had a notebook where you had written in detail like what a bunch of the stories could look like, and like you had clearly thought it through in a pen and paper. And then I came in, I started about a month later, and Boz, you showed up, and Ruchi, actually you started the same day as I did.
We started
and the
together
three of
on the
us
same
were just
day.
like jammed together at this pod, and it was like, you three are...